I got this great long email from one of you um, just talking about how it personally hit home and impacted you, and how you were able to kind of connect the dots between what we were talking about as a church family and who we are as a church family and your own life and even your own business. So I asked that person to come and to maybe let you in on that email and what he emailed me, because I thought it was so great. So Dennis, why don't you come on up and why don't you share with everyone the gist of what you emailed me a little while ago. For everyone who doesn't know, this is Dennis Johnson. The business that he owns is the Click Lanes downtown. It's a bowling alley. So take it from there, Dennis.
All right. As Pastor Chris said, I kind of had an aha moment there during our last series that we went through. And the first moment that I had was kind of bringing me up to recognizing what was happening. This past summer, my father is losing his eyesight. So what we have done as a family, we agreed that we were going to not have him drive anymore. And he lives at Sunset Manor, and he has a church there that he was able to go to. And shortly thereafter, he had someone that would take him to church. And that person now is ill, so he can't drive anymore. So I believe that in my life, we all get very busy with work, with other things, and we lose focus of what we're supposed to do. So I was sort of brought up in the lifestyle of three main things, three ideas here: faith, family, and work. And like everybody else, that always gets screwed up in my life. They all get out of priority. So what I believe happened there after we talked about that with Pastor Chris in the sermon is God has sort of tapped me back in line and said, you need to take care of your father, pick him up. And my dad now comes to church here with us every Sunday. And he enjoys it here. So that's a tribute to the congregation here. So thank you for welcoming him. So that was kind of one of the aha moments there, that God is in control, bringing me back into where we need to be. That was more personal. The second thing that we had on there was we went through on May 1st, that sermon, we went through the 5 greatest strengths of RiverTree here in that summary. And it struck me odd that would go on that Sunday, because earlier in that week I had met with some bankers. We're doing some refinancing at the bowling center right now. And the bankers just asked us, what makes the Click successful now that we've been there? We've been there now for 16 years. And without any hesitation, I said, we're the friendliest bowling center in town. That's what we want to strive to be. And lo and behold, that was number 1 on our list. We are a warm and welcoming group here at church. So I thought that was kind of odd. And then as Pastor Chris went on, we're a safe congregation. And I told the banker that day, hey, we're also just, a place where everybody can come. It doesn't matter what your skill level is. We don't care who you are, what you are, how good you are. As long as you come in, you respect the facility, you have a good time, and you want to have fun. So it just sort of correlated them all. We focus on what's matter, both here at the church and at the bowling center. It's just what we want to do. We want to have fun. We know what we are at the Click. And many of you have been there. We had a couple fundraisers there. We pride ourselves on being a bowling center where you can get a drink. We are definitely not a bar where you can bowl. So that is 2 different aspects of it. The fourth thing, we have very strong relationships. And we really welcome that at the Click too. A lot of our league bowlers are there for a long time. And that's because of the family and the environment we try to create there, where people are welcomed and encouraged to be there. And the last thing was a gifted leader. And like many of you in your own jobs, you are very well versed in what you do. And I like to think I am in the bowling world. Very good at it. I can teach bowling. I'm a good leader for our people. And so as we went through that series, and especially that day of the summary, it just sort of hit me that this is a business plan. And it just matched what we had talked about with the bankers there. And it just was sort of an aha moment there of what we do. And I really saw the correlation there, and I thought that was pretty neat to see that. And so it's a tribute to us, tribute to everybody here and to there that we see those things and we strive to be those. So as we tell everybody at the Click, and hopefully we'll keep it here, we have a little sign above the door there, enter as strangers, leave as friends. And that's what we try to do here.
That's awesome.
So thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. You put it right back there.